New Jersey's most famous foreign-born citizen, Professor Albert Einstein, who helped discover the atom bomb.
Albert Einstein didn't wield the most jaw-dropping of grades, yet his IQ was estimated 160. He, as a scientist, a good-looking geezer, between many other things, even a comedian for a good while.
Professor Freud CEC here in Amerika bietet zu sein. Wenn ich Sie sehe, sicher.
The theory of relativity is known by many, yet few know its actual meaning. Or should I say, two meanings, general relativity and special relativity. This video covers mainly the special relativity, of which also two branches of ideas form. But in summary, the general relativity says that instead of gravity being something that pulls us, gravity is like space that warps around objects, and the greater in mass, the more gravity will wrap around it. The special relativity, well, before Albert Einstein, scientists thought that all motion happened against a reference point called the ether. Einstein claimed that the ether did not exist. He said that all motion was relative. This meant that the measurement of motion depended on the relative velocity and position of the observer. For example, let's say that a train is traveling, and on that train, a man is busy on his phone. To his eyes, he is not moving. He is a stationary object. Yet, say there was a man casually standing by the railroad. To that man, it would have seemed like the man was going at the speed of the train. From the special relativity comes the famous formula E equal mc squared. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared.
The equation E is equal mc squared, in which energy is set equal to mass multiplied with the square of the velocity of light.
In my 6th grade biased opinion, it's solely a law making thermodynamics more confusing, which, trust me, it doesn't need. It is in the wise man's words.
It followed from the special theory of relativity that mass and energy are but different manifestations of the same thing.
In the plainest of words, it says that energy and mass are practically two references of the same thing. What is said is that mass and energy are in a way directly connected. Any change in an object's mass comes with some change in energy, and vice versa. For instance, energy can turn into mass and mass into energy.
Showed that very small amount of mass may be converted into a very large amount of energy, and vice versa.
This concept became important in developing the atom bomb for reasons of turning a little piece of matter into a lot of energy. And the speed of light squared says that you need to square the energy times it by itself. And that's because, say, if you increase the speed of a car times 4, the energy would be increased not times 4, but squared, thus times 16. Length contraction was also picked up from the special relativity. The seeming thought that an object appeared shorter or longer with conditions such as relative speed and position. For instance, if a jet flew by you, depending on the speed it traveled at, you would see the jet smaller if it went faster. Yet this is all relative, so the man flying the jet would see the jet as the length it was. And now we can appreciate with an even greater feeling how smart Einstein was, or how he would put it, how truly curious he was.